Hi everyone, Dakota again from becomingaprogrammer.com. In the last video on our series in building a Hacker News clone in AngularJS, we built out a couple of filters. We built out the getDomain from URL filter that's going to help us display this here. And we use that within the story directive and the story comment component. In this video I want to clean up this get hours ago filter. We've got this giant long hours ago here, and I think it'd be nice if we display that in terms of, in this case, years, because that's how long ago it is. But I want this filter to be able to handle a number of seconds, then be able to convert it into the proper time unit to be human readable. And I also want to allow this to be able to be plural. So I need to actually add another function here that we're going to call pluralizeTime, and we're going to take in a time and a time unit, and then we're going to say if time is equal to 1, then return time plus space plus time unit plus space ago. Then that's going to handle like 1 minute ago. If we put in 1 and the string minute, we would get 1 minute ago instead of 1 minute ago. And then otherwise, if it's not 1, then we're going to return time plus a space plus the time unit plus an S to pluralize it, because we're just doing minutes, hours, weeks, days, months, and years. I didn't do those in order, but minutes, hours, days, weeks, months, years, and all of those are pluralized by just adding an S. So this will work. And then we'll do ago. I also looked into using the ng pluralize directive within here, but I wasn't able to find a clean way of injecting it into this filter, because it's built to be used within HTML. So there wasn't a clean way of doing that, so that's why I'm using this custom function instead. But just to show you how this works, here we're going to I'm going to cut this out, delete the rest of this line, and then I'm going to return pluralizeTime, and then paste in this time for the first argument, and then put in minute, and that will allow us to I'm just going to save this and show you what that looks like on the top state. So you can see minutes ago, and we're probably not actually going to be able to see unless there's one that's 1 minute ago. So let me do this one hours ago also, and we'll see if maybe we can see an example that works. Math.floor hours ago, and then we'll put in hour here and save it, and we can reload. Yeah, 1 hour ago. So you can see that that's working. So now what we want to do is we want to extend this to work with more cases, and I'm going to get my my calculator out here, because what we're going to do is we're going to say, okay, so this is just going to be hours up to a day, so we need to get the number of seconds there are in a day. Then we have 3,600 seconds in an hour, and then 24 hours in a day. So that gives us 86,400 seconds in a day. So we're going to change this from else to else if the second difference, rather 3,600 is less than or equal to the second difference, and the second difference is less than 86,400. Then this is going to be hours ago, and we'll display all of that like it's written. And then we're going to add another case, and that's going to be basically days. So we're going to go, this is the number of seconds in a day. So we'll say if we have the second difference is greater than or equal to, or just in order, 86,400, the number of seconds in a day is less than or equal to the second difference, and the second difference is less than, we're going to basically less than a week. So we'll do this times 7, and that'll be 604,800. And then in that case, we're going to define the variable days ago and set it equal to the second difference divided by the number of seconds in a day, 86,400. And then we're going to return pluralizeTime, and we'll pass in the time of the rounded down days ago as the first argument, and then day as the second argument. And then we could save that. And when I reload this one, these are mostly, yeah, see, 3 days ago. So we have a couple of them are working now. 1 day ago, so you can see that is working correctly. And then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do post ID. That's a deleted post. Okay, so this one, a lot of deleted posts here. Okay, so still getting, I don't know why that directive isn't totally going through there. Maybe because this is a comment, that's probably why. Yeah, these are comments because they have a text property. So, but yeah, okay, that's not going to be super helpful here. So let's just go back to post ID 1, and you can see that it's still here. Now we don't have any time displayed here because none of these conditions have been met yet. So let's keep going. So this is a day. You know what? Just for the sake of argument, I'm going to go back to the top state. And then I'm going to go to the last page here. So we have days, 6 days ago. Yeah, that's not going to be too helpful, but let's see what happens. Okay, so now we need to do 604,800 less than or equal to the second difference, and the second difference is less than. Okay, so this is going to be weeks, so we want it to be this is the number of seconds in a week, and then we want this to be the number of seconds in a month. So if it's 2 or 3 weeks, we want to display that, but if it's 5 weeks, we want to display 1 month. So what we can do is we'll take this number of seconds here, 86,400, which is the number of seconds in a day, and multiply that by 31 days to get the number of seconds in a month. And that will be 2,678,400. And then we're going to set a var weeks ago equal to the second difference divided by the number of seconds in a week, which is 604,800. And then return the pluralizeTime result of passing in that rounded down weeks ago, and then week here. And then we're going to add months and years after this. So the next condition will be if the number of seconds is, or if the number of seconds in a month, which we calculated to be this, is less than or equal to the second difference, and the second difference is less than the number of seconds in a year, which will take, again, this 86,400 figure for the number of seconds in a day and multiply by the number of days in a year to get this number, 31,536,000, which is the number of seconds in a year. And then we'll set in that case, we will set the variable months ago equal to the second difference divided by this 2,678,400, which is the number of seconds in a month, and return the pluralized version of passing in that rounded down months ago, and then the string month. And then finally, if it's bigger than that, which is the only case left, we're going to set the variable years ago equal to the second difference divided by the number of seconds in a year, which is this giant number here. And then we're going to return the pluralized version of that. And now when we reload this page, we should see actually the same exact thing. But when I go to, say, this one, you can see now we have 9 years ago. And then we go, I type in random number here, that's 6 years ago. And then add, that one doesn't exist. These don't exist. Anyway, you get the idea. So now we have a filter. We have this filter working, get hours ago filter. So I'm going to add these changes and commit them to version control. Adds extra, oh, you can't see that, let me pull it up. Adds extra options to get hours ago, extra time options to get hours ago filter. Okay, and I will see you in the next video.